Okay, good morning everyone here. We're back in Vienna for the European Dodgeball Championships. I'm Jake, sat here on my own at the minute. Max is going to be with us shortly. He's around organising the various referees at the minute. We're looking out over here. We've got the Wales team on centre court at the minute. They're starting to train. They're getting ready for their first game. I think they're going to open against Italy this morning. Over on our right hand side on court 2 we've got the Republic of Ireland there warming themselves up, and on the court 1 the Scotland guys is doing some stretching and throwing balls around there with the Czechs. They're panning across all the teams. Everyone's really keen to get into it today after the showcase yesterday from Austria, really displaying the improvement they put in over the last year. Obviously the other European countries are keen to make their mark, especially the countries that are from the UK. They want to show just how much effort they put into this. They really go for it. We've got the Wales roster there. Richard Carl unfortunately will not be playing. Have you seen he's hopping around on crutches because he threw himself around in training and broke a metatarsal, I believe, so he is still getting used to crutches. He's not very good at them just yet. Dave Paul down there. See him warming up. He's going to be maybe the most defensive player, I suppose. He'll be doing an awful lot of the blocking. He's going to really control the speed of the game. You'll see Dave doing his bits and pieces. Italian team over in the corner, they're having a bit of a huddle. They're already raring to go, and they're picking out the Welsh players, we can see here, trying to discuss their tactics. The Wales guys a bit more relaxed. They'll have their talks this morning over breakfast, no doubt. We've already got the crowd starting to pile in. There's a good number of family members that have come over to Vienna to come and see this. It's nice to see. Got some good support for England, some for Wales, and the rest of the team should be filing in shortly, as well as some of the local support. Yeah, the Welsh number 3, Scott Eisnoof. No one knows how to say that name, don't worry about it. He's quick on the counter, that guy. You're going to be seeing an awful lot of him on the wings for Wales. Penning across the Welsh girls, taking it easy for a bit. They're not going to come on court until a bit later on. Hopefully they'll be rooting for the lads team in that opening game. Just for now, taking it easy. Penning across, there's what will be the Italian support, the women for the Italian side. Obviously, fully invested in already. It looks like we're all getting ready to kick off very quickly indeed. Welsh teams are doing their last little talk. Rich Carr's hobbled over. Excellent work. He's going to go and put his tactical mind to the task instead, so he can't use his arms or even his legs. The Italians looking limber, ready to go. We didn't see them out on the bars last night. Nor the Welsh. They are really keen to put on a good performance straight off the bat today. It's not a very good phrase, don't use bats in dodgeball. Going across for the handshakes here. Fair play, he was saying, is massively in the spirit of dodgeball, well, across the world, but especially here at the Euros. Most of these teams have met each other numerous times in the past, so they all know what they're doing, and they're all lovely to each other. There he is indeed. Doing right in on that. What a set of toes. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, that's the Welsh captain, Rich Carr. He's going to be absolutely gutted to not be playing. But you'll never keep him away from dodgeball. That man is the keenest man in the sport, I'd say. There you go, Scott on his sweat towel. Absolutely beautiful. Looking good there, Scott, mate. Tim Day adjusting his headband. He's never without that headband on court, Tim. So the players are ready, but we're still waiting on the referees. They're having a bit of a discussion. We have, as we were saying yesterday, 5 referees in total for these games. 2 line judges who will be watching the back lines to make sure that the players stay within the boundaries of the court. And we're having 3 referees to manage time, both the time of the game and the 5-second rule that we'll explain if we haven't gone over it already. 1 to watch the hits and the catches, and another one acting as the third head, just to make sure that there's going to be a majority decision in the case of dispute. Putting across the rest of the Wales team there, all very experienced players in the UK. And, Ryan Neely, no one knows how to say his surname either. There's an absolute issue with the way they use the vowels in the Welsh team. I don't believe there's any combination of accents you can put on the letter E to give the sound that he insists upon, but there he is, Ryan Neely. Still lining up. David Poole will probably be taking the role as captain on court, so he'll be dealing with the referees where necessary. We're all starting to line up, everyone's making sure that we're clear on the rules. No major changes from the regular European rules for this tournament, but we have had the referees have had meetings already to make sure that they're all of the same judgment. So a quick meeting of the on-court captains there, discussing things with the referee, the fair play, any questions, any last-minute checkings of the rules. The rest of the teams are discussing their last-minute tactics. There we go, the Italian players, or spectators, sorry, the women and some of the other men there from the mix, looking a little bit more lively. They're up on their feet at last. They will be making plenty of noise, no doubt, throughout the course of the game. And they're the Italian substitutes. They're going to be wanting to make an appearance on court as soon as possible, really. Heading over there, that's the Welsh girls. They're going to be supporting. They will be very vocal as well. You can always rely on the Welsh for that. Give it a noise from them. And it looks like we're going to be ready to kick off very, very soon indeed. And we're still waiting on our fifth referee. We're not having a fifth referee. They're off. They've gone. Wales taking 2 of the balls there from the off, and leaving 1 ball in the hands of the Italian man who throws with the power of 1,000 suns. But they've lost one already, the Italians, probably from the line. See on the Wales side, Scott, that is a wild throw. That's gone miles off court. Scott ready to block and counter where necessary, but things like that aren't going to trouble. We get a 2-ball volley from Wales now. Combined, accurate. Unfortunately not accurate enough. They missed the player by quite a shot. 3 balls from Italy. Strong catch from David Poole, but they're saying it's a hit as well, so he goes out, but the catch will still count. Wales, 1 player up at the moment. 2 balls at the Italians. A fumbled catch means that number 10 walks. Here's the power of 1,000 suns. Maybe the power of only 1 sun today. That was driven straight into the ground near Lewis Brimmel. 2 balls from Wales, bouncing harmlessly at the foot of the Italian Salicho there. 1 ball from the Italians, keeping 1, trying to keep that defensive tactic that we saw yesterday from the Austrians. Will Wales do the same? No, Wales are happy to unleash all the balls. They're not worried for their position at the minute. They're leading by 2 players at the moment. Oh, good call there from the referee. The Italians are not happy with that decision, but they're a glancing hit, well started by the refs. Another hit against Wales now. There's still 2 players ahead, looking to keep that dodging going. Wonderful hit there on the toes from Tim Day. You're going to see a lot of that from him. Either shots directly at face height, very hard to deal with. They come at you quick, or straight at your feet, and very, very hard to avoid. Italian player then going for a last-ditch attempt at making a catch. Valiant, but you can't catch 2 balls like that, I'm afraid. So yeah, that's the first game over. Strong, strong victory from Wales already. Look back at the replays. It's a dummy from Scott Aithnoof, distracting the other players. All the other balls released. 2 balls there from Wales. You see the timing of their throws is absolutely down. They work on that a lot in training, we know. So you can start lining the balls back up for the next game. Because that's the logical progression of what we're doing here. With Simon Jones striding around the court as if he owns the place. He does not own the place. The team's ready. Referee is checking. Everyone's happy. A bit of a quick start there from the Italians, but they've let that one go. strong there. Ball straight back to Tim Day of Wales, hammering the Italian on the line. And we're a bit slippery on court down there. The Italians are very, very active, jumping around already. Firing a wild ball straight over the head of Ryan. 2 balls from Wales. The Spike will hold that as Dave released that one pretty quickly. The Italians coming back on the counter-attack already. From both sides of the court. Another wild shot straight over the net. We're going to have to wait for that ball to come back into play. The Italians really going to have to work on getting that throw down. Here's again the same man, number 9, hooking up his shorts. Scott comes up. 2 balls straight. The Italian number 9 catching on the side of the hip there. Great accuracy there from the Welsh team. 3 balls from Wales. And there's either a hit there on Dave Poole or a line. He knows he's out. He's gone straight off court. Good sportsmanship there from the guys. And it looks like 2 hits against Italy there from that 3-ball volley. Another 2 from Wales. No hits, but the counter isn't coming. They're going to wait and gather up all the dodgeballs. Players got to remember to come in from the back of the court with the European rules. And they're going to try and go back on the offensive. Normally a regular tactic here would be to give the balls back to the team with the greater number of players and let them have to force their hand a bit. The Italians happy to try and throw through. Another hit there from Wales. 5-on-1 at the minute. That's a block from Scott. Straight down. Just a searching ball there from Spike of Wales. Just close enough to keep the Italians on their toes. Giving the ball back, forcing the Welsh play. Very, very, very near miss from the ball from Ryan. Lewis Brimmel providing distractions at the front of court for the Wales. He's left himself a bit exposed, but I don't think the Italian player there is going to try and counter-attack at this stage. He should be looking to make a catch, but we'll see what happens here. Another ball has gone off court. That's unfortunate. Yep, he knows his mistake. The player was off the court when the ball was thrown, so even though he was hit, that's not a valid attempt there. He's doing well to keep out of the way of all these balls. This relentless pasting from Wales. They're firing them in. Oh, it was a valiant dodge, but a very, very convincing hit on the underside of his thigh there. I think he knows. He knows. Still some good support from the Italians, the women's and the mixed players up here in the stands. Seeing a quick replay. You can see the accuracy of the Welsh throw is something they work on a lot, is getting their throws released together at similar speeds at the same target. It's not very often you'll see the Welsh throwers going wide. Okay, ready here for game 3. Score currently 4 to Wales. They've won 2 games and none to Italy. Good clean start. And that same tactic again from Wales, getting the ball back to their winger Tim Day. He's just going to come thundering up in early hits, putting Wales in the lead. They've given the 3 balls away to Italy now. Let's see what they do with it. They're going to go for 2. Over at the side near David Poole. Not going to trouble him. And he picks up that ball ready for his counter-attack. We'll see if he can slow down play here. Loads of dummies and fakes. Quick lick of the fingers. Get some of that Austrian dust up there. Good defensive play. The Welsh team are going to have to make their move in under 5 seconds. And they're electing to slow the game down. You can see they're only releasing 1 ball at a time, keeping one to keep the defences up. Quick counter there from Scott from Wales. Miles wide of the target. You'd think with that being his only play, he'd have had time to get his accuracy or at least make it worthwhile. But no, he's just keeping the Italians at bay, keeping the game flowing. 3 balls to Italy. They're going to use 2. And that's a hit on David Poole of Wales, number 22. A good clean hit. The Welsh still lead by 1 player. Oh no, sorry, my mistake. They are even. They were even. Now that player's gone out. Wales ahead by 1. 3 balls Italy, still using the 2. Firing it straight at Scott. He's going to put in some of those acrobatic dodges. There's a good number of acrobatic dodge ballers here, and they'll be throwing themselves in as many ridiculous shapes as they possibly can, sometimes to their detriment, but there Scott flinging himself around. Referee's holding time while we're waiting for the retrieval of the 3rd ball, which is just coming into play now. In this situation, all the players are going to have to get back on court. We'll restart the game from the back of the court, so no player or no team has any particular advantage. And Wales will start with 2 balls. Nicely defended there by the Italians. It's a searching ball, number 21 there for Wales, Lewis Brimmel. Easily hopped over that. Another 2-ball attack. Oh, very, very close to making that catch there, but Italian number 10 not quite with his head in the game, just fumbles that one. And 2 Italian players left, 4 Welsh on court. As they make that another 2-ball play. The Welsh team looking particularly organised. As that ball goes sailing off the court, we'll have to wait a second while that one comes back in. So there's one thing that does slow the play right down, which may work to the Welsh advantage. Everyone will be able to keep their cool. A valiant attempt there from the Italian number 17. Looks like he went for the catch. He threw himself sideways, gets clipped by one of the balls on the way past, and Wales take the 3rd game. The Italian team calling timeout. They're going to have 30 seconds to have a quick discussion, just get their tactics sorted. There's a couple of quick replays here. There's the start, the run. Thunderous shot there from Tim Day. You're going to see a lot of him doing that. Some nice attacks there from the Italians. Listen here, it's a good defensive play. When you're holding one of these dodgeballs, blocking balls, they feel like the biggest shield you could possibly imagine. But in reality, they're tiny. They do a very, very good job to block these things. It's the Welsh girls, again, thoroughly invested. You'd think they'd be a little bit more excited that their team are pulling ahead by such a margin. Italians looking a touch more despondent, but at least they're paying attention. And panning back to the players, the Welsh team also get the same 30 seconds to talk. Each team gets to use one of these per match. So we are heads back in the game. Welsh team lining up and ready. Italians with a new lease of life, maybe a new tactic. Let's see what they bring to the field now. And off they go. Only running for 2 this time. Trying to pin down the 3rd runner so Tim Day can't get that early hit. The Italians, it's working in their favour so far. They kept all 6 players on court. Good defensive play sees them having 3 balls now when we bring these back in. 5 seconds to throw. Playing with 2. And it's a hit on Dave Poole again. 3rd time. They're picking off every single time. Fantastic stuff. You're going to want to see a little bit more from Dave Poole. He's a big arm in the Welsh team, so getting him out early is a fantastic tactic from the Italians. Again, easily blocked away, just that single ball. Pretty dangerous to throw 1 ball on your own, especially at players of this calibre. Searching one goes into the back of the net. Obviously that's not going to help, this isn't football. The cannons off Tim Day into his teammate Spike. Unfortunately he wasn't able to make a save, but a catch does bring in David Poole. It's both teams even. Catch there from the Italians, they've gone absolutely nuts in the crowd. Oh, and Spike drops a catch. He's been playing for a very, very long time. Nottingham University and other places, and he is known for his catching. A fumble like that is going to possibly knock his confidence for the rest of the match. The Italians looking like they pulled ahead here. Scott's going to try and make the difference, and he does. The quick counter he's known for, catches the Italian number 93 off guard. He just wasn't quick enough to get back, and Scott was right there on him. Just a brief pause while we try and get a 3rd ball in the game. And here it is, I'm doing a good wait for the off. No, they didn't wait for the whistle before play resumed, so we're going to take that one back just a second. Both teams starting from the back of the court. The Italians another go at trying to... There we go, another hit on Wales, this time number 99, Ryan Lee going out. Whatever they talked about seems to have worked for the Italians. Maybe not quite enough. Number 9 fumbles a catch. He was caught quite high up the court. It's not easy to make a catch at that sort of range. The Welsh team currently with fewer players, so they're going to roll the balls back to the Italians, make them play. Scott utilising the stepping off court thing for dodging a ball. Technically allowed. Really, Italy just need to keep this lead. They need to keep firing the balls at the player. There we go. David Poole with a good fake. Looked like he was getting a free throw. Gets rid of his ball and just takes a nice easy sitter of a catch. A good Italian dodge, kept him just in the lines as they pick up 3 balls and going back on the offensive. Teams are even here on the court right now. Easy dealt with by the Italian number 0. We pass it around to another man who has hiked his shorts up, possibly for aided mobility. A bit of a switch around on the court. Will Tim Day find home? No. Some good rallies back and forth here from the Italians and the Welsh. Each team ready, and it culminates in an Italian hit on, again, David Poole. And at time, that means I think Italy take this game. We're now looking at a score of 6 to Wales, 2 to Italy as we go into the final frame of this match. The Welsh are going to have a think about what went wrong there. Their organised ranks were picked apart by whatever it was the Italians talked about in their meeting. There you go, you're going to see an awful lot of those counter plays from Scott Hindwood for Wales. 5th game's just begun. Wales get all 3 balls. I don't think the Italians are ready, unless this is some new and novel tactic. 2 balls go straight into the net on the Italian side. And Lewis Brimmer of Wales retains 1 for that element of surprise. 2 balls Wales side. Passing it around to Tim Day, not paying attention. Dave Poole's going to throw on his own. I think the Welsh guys were caught off guard by that Italian charge just there in that last match. Lewis Brimmer fumbles a catch. No one able to make the save. Spike redeeming himself for that fumble catch earlier with a strong counter on the Italian number 9 at the half court. 3 ball volley sees the Italian number 13 walking off. Possibly he's going to rearrange his shorts again. I think the Welsh team is just going to try and take this last game. It was a draw that last match. You can see the scores there, 7-1. Italian player knocks the ball out of Ryan Lee's hands. And therefore that counts the player going out if you lose control of the ball for any reason. Solid catch. The Camerani, the Italian number 10. Player coming back in. And then the Wales have 3 players on court. But that's by no means over. Wales rolling the balls back. So the Italians have to go on the offensive. Pre-throw from Wales leaves them no balls temporarily. And they put the other 2 at the back of the net. We're going to keep seeing a few of these plays, I think. Getting back to Italy, Wales are going to try and force a mistake. The Italians don't. They pick off Scott. In retaliation, Tim Day of Wales fires a searching ball over and catches the Italian number 93. However, Italy's still 2 players up at this stage. Balls are nice and close, but not close enough for Spike of Wales to think about going for the catch. Really, that's what they're looking for. Tunde loose the shy one, straight at the Italian number 10. Another solid catch, straight at the chest. The referees pause time for a second. I think he's taken issue with the entry of the number 13 onto the court. So we're saying he didn't enter from the back of the court. That's one of the European dodgeball rules. You can see the back of the court, there's a small area the player may return from, or it's the whole back line. So the catch counts, the Welsh player has gone out, but the player returning for the Italian side has been sent back off. Free balls Italy against Spike of Wales. Really, he's looking for these catches. He probably should have gone for one of those, especially that third ball on its own. It looks like Spike's going to go on the counter instead. Shoe comes off the Italian player. We're going to pause time for that one. It does cross the line, so I think we're still going to call him out, but just give him a second to get his shoe back on. No, they're letting him stay in. They're calling that a... line judges are putting their 2 penneth in. Okay, so yes, he's still going out for a line fault. Italians still ahead by 2 players. As long as the Italians keep throwing balls like that close enough to the Welsh player. And that's on the floor, no catch. Another one on the floor, no catch. I think that was another one on the floor, so no catch counting. Quick counter, quick free-throw from Spike sees the Italian number 9 throw it out. Italy's still up by 1 player. They just need to keep this lead. Not for long now. And there we go, that's time. That's a game to Italy. Final score 7 to Wales, Italy 3. Good look at these replays. There's the ball being knocked out of Ryan Uli's hand. Nice tasty catch there from the Italian number 10. Eat those up all day. Scott fumbling a catch. He's not known for his catching, so the Italians made a good job picking him off. As you see the players shaking hands and the referees all having a check. The captains of each team are going to sign off the score sheet. There you go.